We're going to start with some breaking transfer news, though, and
let's just show you the latest shots we have of him stepping out of his car. He is at the training ground for a medical.
Welcome back to the channel, City Faithful. If you want to stay ahead of the curve with the absolute freshest, most explosive breaking transfer news straight from the Etihad, you are in the right place. Before we dive deep into the monumental signing that has just rocked the footballing world, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update on our march to glory. The transfer window has delivered its ultimate shockwave as Manchester City secured the services of Brazilian midfield maestro Bruno Guimarães from Newcastle United. The Etihad Stadium was engulfed in absolute pandemonium as hundreds of sky blue supporters gathered to catch a first-hand glimpse of their marquee summer signing. Sporting the club's training gear for the first time, the veteran midfielder was greeted by an ocean of fans eager to welcome the latest piece of Pep Guardiola's footballing jigsaw. The confirmation of the deal brings an end to one of the most fiercely contested transfer sagas of modern times. For weeks, it seemed almost certain that Arsenal would land the highly sought-after midfielder, with Mikel Arteta making Guimarães his absolute priority to reinforce the Gunners' engine room. Yet, in typical Manchester City fashion, the reigning champion swooped in swiftly, matching Newcastle's lofty valuation and altering the course of the Premier League landscape in a single weekend. As the slick black vehicle carrying Guimarães pulled up outside the Etihad for his final rounds of medical examinations, fans breached the temporary barriers in a desperate bid to get close to their new hero. Shouts of his name echoed around the concrete concourses, accompanied by the classic chants that have come to define modern match days in Manchester. The Brazilian looked visibly moved by the reception, flashing a wide smile as he stepped out into the Manchester air. Armed with marker pens, classic retro shirts, and the brand new 2026-27 home kits, fans clamored for autographs. Guimarães, ever the professional, spent considerable time accommodating the raucous crowd, signing autographs and posing for quick selfies despite the tight scheduling of his medical tests. The sheer ecstasy on the faces of the younger fans spoke volumes about the magnitude of this signing. For Manchester City, landing Guimarães represents more than just a typical squad addition, it is a statement of intent. At 28 years old, the Brazilian veteran brings a flawless combination of elite Premier League experience, defensive grit, and progressive passing that few midfielders in world football can replicate. His tactical discipline makes him the ideal candidate to protect the backline while giving City's creative outlets complete freedom to roam. The heartbreak for Arsenal fans is palpable, given how close the North London club reportedly came to finalising personal terms with the player. Arteta's vision of pairing Guimarães alongside Declan Rice had been heavily dissected by pundits, making City's hijacking of the deal a bitter pill to swallow for the Emirates faithful. This dramatic twist re-established the ruthless financial and sporting pull that City commands over their direct title rivals. Inside the stadium, the final stages of the medical examinations went off without a hitch, confirming the robust physical condition of a player who has consistently racked up high-intensity mileage in the English top flight. Club doctors cleared the midfielder swiftly, allowing the administrative staff to finalise the paperwork and execute the formal contract exchange. With the signature dried on the dotted line, the deal is officially complete. Newcastle United fans will undoubtedly view this departure with a heavy heart, as Guimarães has been the emotional heartbeat of St James Park since arriving from Lyon in 2022. However, the reality of the Magpies missing out on European football forced their hand, leaving them with little leverage once the midfielder made his desires clear. The substantial financial windfall will help Eddie Howe rebuild, but replacing a player of Bruno's stature will prove nearly impossible. Tactically, Guardiola now possesses an embarrassment of riches in the centre of the park. The prospect of Bruno Guimarães operating in tandem with Rodri is enough to strike fear into any opposition manager across Europe. This duo promises to provide an unbreakable screen for City's defence while offering an elite launching pad for counter-attacks and sustained possession dominance. Speculation is already mounting over which shirt number the veteran midfielder will assume, with fans already visiting the club shop to get Bruno printed on their jerseys. The commercial department at City is preparing for a massive surge in merchandising, particularly in South America, where Guimarães stock remains incredibly high following his consistent performances for the Silicao. As the afternoon wound down, social media erupted with leaked images of the player posing inside the Etihad dressing room, further fueling the digital frenzy. City's official media channels began teasing the announcement video, promising a cinematic reveal befitting a transfer of this caliber. The level of engagement online mirrored the chaotic energy witnessed on the ground earlier in the day. The acquisition also addresses an underlying issue for City, who faced minor depth concerns and fatigue in the deeper midfield roles toward the end of last season. By injecting a proven winner like Guimarães into the rotation, Guardiola ensures that his squad can aggressively compete on all fronts, including the expanded FIFA Club World Cup and the Champions League. Supporters who lingered around the stadium gates well into the evening spoke of a renewed sense of optimism ahead of the upcoming campaign. Many believe that snatching Newcastle's captain right out of Arsenal's grasp is the psychological edge needed to secure yet another Premier League trophy. The buzz around Manchester is undeniable, and the expectations have safely transcended the roof. An official press conference is scheduled for tomorrow morning, where the player will stand alongside club executives to answer questions from the global media. Fans are expected to line the streets once more, ensuring that the Brazilian feels the full warmth of the blue half of Manchester as he begins this new chapter. With pre-season tours just around the corner, Guimarães will integrate immediately into the first-team training camp, fast-tracking his adaptation to Guardiola's intricate system. The saga is over, the medicals are passed, and the signatures are secure. Bruno Guimarães is officially a Manchester City player, and the Etihad is ready to sing his name for years to come.
Please like this video and subscribe.